Hey, welcome back to the Brent Bowers YouTube channel. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to sell a piece of land by owner. You know, you might be in this boat. You've been holding on to this land for like the last 20 years. Today, I'm going to show you how to get rid of it and get it off of your plate. All right, in this episode, I'm going to tell you first, are you even legally allowed to sell your land by owner? And you know, how much money you might be paying to a real estate agent if you do sell with the realtor. And then lastly, stick around to the very end. I'm going to show you some of the best strategies, some of the best places you want to sell your land by owner. All right, I get asked all the time, is it legal for me to sell my land by owner? Do I need a real estate license? Do I need this? Do I need that? No, absolutely not. It is totally legal for you to sell something you own. Now, if you're selling something for somebody else, like let's just say, for instance, you're trying to help your neighbor sell their land and you're getting payment for it, or even you're doing it for free, you're probably crossing a line where you actually need a real estate license. So it is not illegal whatsoever to sell a piece of land that you own. That's it. You know, it's that simple. And then second, when you're using a realtor to sell your land, most of the time they are just sticking a sign out front and then just throwing it on the MLS. This is by no means me bashing realtors, but I'm going to show you how to save tons of money, like 6%, and keep that in your pocket. 6% on $100,000 is $6,000. Would you, if someone told you, if I was going to give you an extra $6,000, would you be willing to go out and put out 33 signs advertising your land? Would you be willing to go out and take some nice photos, or even hire the guy with the drone and pay him like $150 to do it? I'm sure you would do that. You know, let's just say it takes you like 3 hours to put out 33 signs and it costs you $150 to get drone photos and video and pictures. That's totally worth it. I would trade $150 all day long for a $6,000 commission. And who is going to want to sell your land that you own, that you've had for the last 20 years, that's been kind of a monkey on your back more than you? Would it be that realtor that's going to make 6% and you might just be one of their 30 listings? Or would it be you that wants to get rid of this burden, this issue, and sell your land by owner? So think about that. Think about that when you're looking to sell your land by owner. I talked about pictures. You want some great quality pictures. You want some good quality photos, and go the extra mile and get the drone photos. I mean, gosh, you could buy a drone now for like $70 on Amazon, and they're super easy to fly. All right, we talked about the photos. So next, you know, you got to get your signs out. I mentioned 33 signs. I love the corrugated plastic signs. You could buy a sheet of this stuff. It could be white, it could be yellow, it could be red. You just have to use a marker that will stand out and pop on it. And the marker, let's talk about the marker. I love the black Magnum Sharpie permanent marker. It's like that thick. It's like super thick. And when you write on it, people see it. And these places you put your signs, you want it to be at a stop sign. You want it to be at a red light. I like to use the tree analogy. Like your land is up here where the leaves are at, and the branches are how to get to the land. And the trunk is where everyone has to go past to see that land, the major intersection. So you want to put it at that intersection where you're getting all these people going to these areas seeing your signs. And you want to put it where they have to stop, you know, at a stop sign or a red light. That way they can take a picture with their phone or write it down the old school way. You don't want to put it where they're going 25 or 35 miles an hour. One, that's dangerous. And two, you want to make sure they see your sign. So I'm really, really big on selling land with signs, obviously. Next, you want to put it in places that you'll get calls. So I like to put it on Craigslist and Facebook buy sell group, Facebook Marketplace. And then finally, you've got to be willing to answer your phone when people actually call about the land and explain their questions and answer their questions, because you're going to probably talk to 100 people to sell this one piece of land, because most people are going to have a bunch of questions like, where's it at? You know, is it accessible? How much land is it? Is it buildable? Is there water on it? Is there electricity on it? So you got to be ready to answer these questions and be ready to talk to many people. But I promise you, it'll be way worth your time selling this land by owner and getting it off your plate. Great. So we talked about a few things. Before I get into the final point, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and also like this video if you're getting any value from it. I've got several amazing strategies, but I want to tell you my most favorite right now, and that's Craigslist. A lot of people they either love Craigslist or hate Craigslist. For instance, I'm not looking for a babysitter to watch my children on Craigslist. I'm trying to sell this piece of land that's a burden on my back, the monkey on my shoulders. And I want you to trust this process. I want you to go to Craigslist, go to the area that you're in. Let's just say, for instance, this land is in Colorado Springs, Colorado. So go to Colorado and then select Colorado Springs. And I want you to put your beautiful photos on there. I want you to do a description talking about the land, talking about how much land it is, where it's located, why someone should buy this land. At the end of the day, we're trying to talk someone into buying this land. And Craigslist, people are going and searching Craigslist for land all the time. All right, let's talk about another strategy. I'm telling you, I'm giving you free strategies to list your land. Things are going to save you money, keep money in your pocket. So, Facebook buy-sell groups. There are so many groups out there where you can list your land for sale. One, it's like there's tons of land groups. Two, there's tons of buy-sell trade groups or yard sale groups. Think about this. The land, even though it's in, say, for instance, Colorado Springs, Colorado, like the example I just gave, it doesn't matter. You could be listing in a buy-sell group in Florida or Arizona or Texas. So one ninja trick, one pro tip you can do is you can look at your county assessor's website and you can see who owns the vacant raw land around yours. And let's just say that you're getting a lot of people from Chicago, Illinois. Well, jump in some buy-sell groups in Chicago, Illinois, the land groups, the buy-sell trade groups, the yard sale groups, and post your photos and your information in those groups because there's something attracting people from Chicago, Illinois to move to Colorado Springs, Colorado. We're not recreating this. We're not trying to figure out what people are looking for. We want to go to the people that are actually looking for what you have. I just want to caution you, and I want you to be aware of this, and just, I don't want you caught off guard with this. There is a thing called Facebook trolls. These are people that sit on Facebook and just comment negatively on everything you're ever going to post in your life. I want you to understand this is going to happen and know this is going to happen and expect this. These people will never buy your land. Don't even comment to them. Or you can just do the hug one, the hug emoji, or just say, I love you to these people because they probably need someone to talk to and vent to because they're unhappy. So if you can give a little like a brightness in their life, then do it. But I guarantee you 100% that they will never buy your land. Don't take any time. Don't get stressed when they say, why would you be posting in Chicago, Illinois about Colorado land? Just expect the negativity and just get over it and just know it's going to happen. There's some very unhappy people in life, and maybe you can shine a little light on them by just saying, I love you. Next, Facebook Marketplace, another place where you can sell your land by owner quickly. And this is a free place to go. Like, you're not paying any money for this, and there are people searching this. Here's the thing about Facebook Marketplace. They're always changing things. You have to be in your local area. You want to make sure you're putting the local zip code, the local address, if at all possible, and talking about this. I found that like sometimes Facebook will take away the land option. Sometimes they'll bring it back. It's so weird. Facebook is always making changes. You just have to adapt and just flex with them. There is a lot of traffic on Facebook and Craigslist. These two places, there's tons of traffic, and you're going to get tons of eyeballs and tons of calls and tons of messages. Really, a lot of these messages, people were saying, is this available? How much? Just expect that too. Hopefully you'll talk to so many people, you'll sell it in the first day and be done with it. All right, so I've mentioned signs several times on this video. As you can tell, I love signs. I love signs. The reason why I put it for last, I love it very much, but it does cost a little money. You gotta buy the signpost, the corrugated plastic. You can get a whole sheet from a sign company. And I just briefly mentioned this corrugated plastic, but you can get a whole sheet from a sign company, usually for $20 cash. You can also buy the individual ones, the white and the yellow ones from like Home Depot or Lowe's. But you want to be careful with these signs. You want to put them in spots where people stop. You don't want to, danger society. Like, these things can blow and hit cars. So just be very cautious with these. And I love like what the land is. Must sell, 3 acres, phone number. Or 3 acres, will finance, phone number. Whatever your strategy is, you will get calls, but these are a little bit more time consuming. They do cost a little bit more money, but it's a great option. All right, hope you found some value in this. Hopefully you can get this land sold by owner and take action. You might be checking out, like figuring out how in the world do I even price this land? How do I know what I can get for this land? What's it worth? There's a description below, and there's another video that tells you how to evaluate your land, how to figure out what your land is worth, how to price it. So click it now, go there, and see you in the next video.